So good afternoon, everyone. Yes, is it audible to all? Please confirm once.
Good afternoon, sir.
So Amshi, Madhu, Vijay, Pujita, is it audible, guys? Right. Thank you, Amshi. Okay, guys, welcome for the session of business analytics. So business analytics and that too with AI. So what is today core part? What we need to discuss is 21st February 2026. Yes, what we are going to discuss is what is business analytics, who will recruit, I simply call it as BA. What is the importance of business analyst in every company? Every company. Here, I'm mentioning all guys, not only IT, multiple companies are there. EdTech, healthcare domain, banking, like that, multiple doors are open for you. No need to wait for single option. Okay, multiple doors. And what is the right path to become successful BA, business analyst? And what are the skills required? So who are eligible to become business analyst? Along with that Q&A session in the last. Only one question I will display here, guys. Because many people have a doubt. I'll give you clarity here in Q&A session. Will AI replace business analyst role? Answer is no. Answer is what? No. Why no? Who will say that no? If you ask AI, it will also say same question, same answer. That all we will see. Okay. So this answer is no. Why? Who will say that? How can you prove? Everything we start discussing, guys. Okay. This all I will give you clarity today in detail. Now, coming to first, what is business analytics? If you want to go about this part, so I will ask you a sample question to all guys. What is the meaning of analytics first? Only analytics meaning. Did anyone can say the answer? What is analytics? Yeah, both online or offline. Right. So before you start off this, we need to understand what is business analytics. The first word, analytics means what? Analysis. Analysis. Before that, anyone have a clarity? Business analytics course or business analyst course, what we are going to learn? Anyone can say? You are going to learn business analytics course or business analyst course? No idea? Okay. I'll give you a clear meaning about it, guys. Just here, clarity about analytics versus analyst. So which job we are going to do, we need to have a clarity. All of you know about who is teacher, right? Teacher is what? A person, okay, or a designation. But what about teaching? A profession. Teaching is a profession or job. Who are doing this job called as teaching? We call them as what? Teacher. All of you know about it, right? Teacher job is what? Teaching. Okay. So here also our work is simple. Who will analyze the data is called as analyst. Okay. Analyst is nothing but who analyze data or who do analytics. Analytics. We call them as analyst. So you need to learn how to do this analysis. And your job designation is called as what? Analyst. Okay. That is the basic difference, guys. So analyst is a person. Analyst is what? A person who do analysis. A person who analyze data or who do analysis, just like designation. Okay. His work is what? Analytics. Analytics is what? A profession or a profession or work. Okay. If you want to become analyst, you need to learn what? Analytics. Analytics means is existing in our world from long, long ago, guys. Okay. Analytics, business analytics is not a new word starting today or yesterday. It is there from hundreds of years back also. How? I will give you a simple example. So analytics means analysis, yes, no. But what is analysis means? Analytics. Analytics means analysis. But who will give you the definition of these two parts? For example, I'll give you always give priority for examples, guys. Because with example, you understand, you never forget about it. That's why learn anything with example. A school teacher will analyze students' strength. Yes or no? If you ask your school teacher who is coming regularly, who will answer well, who is talented, everything they will tell. Even parents will analyze. Parents will analyze kids. Yes or no? Yes. Even we can analyze ourselves. For example, if I given 20,000 for you, how will you spend? I don't know, because there is no relation between you and me. But if same question I asked your friend, will they say the correct answer or not? Yes, because your friend know about it. That means we are analyzing. Weather report, analyzing. Student's progress report is for what? Analyzing student strength. So where which subject he is strong, which subject he is weak, everything we can analyze based on what? Progress report. So everything is analysis part, guys. If you went for supermarket to purchase something, your parents or your friends know what will you purchase. Because your family, what they are expecting, you know very well. You can easily get it. Okay, if you have 5,000 rupees in your hands, you need to spend for your family. What is the most important thing? Do you know or not? Yes. What is the main thing required in your family? Yes, you know. Your brother or sister's birthday, what we need to give her a gift or what you need to give his a gift. We know. Because we know our friends. Here, we need to understand business data. Okay. So same thing, business data we need to analyze. So business analyst means what he need to do? Analyze business data, and he is the first person to start any project. To start any project, BA is the first person in the company. Okay, people will think developer plays an important role. No, who plays an important role to get successful project? Business analyst. Okay, and this is completely no coding work. Completely no coding work. So skills required to become business analyst. The first part is what? No coding work. No coding work. We'll get competitive salary than developers, guys. Okay, completely no coding work, no experience required. But what are the other skills required? One skill, important thing, communication. If you have good communication skills, 70% your job is fixed, guys. Okay, because you need to involve with multiple team, multiple people. And communication skills means don't expect you are the proficient in English. It is not about English skills. I am not asking about English grammar. You want to convey the message or not. Communicate means what in your thoughts are you able to express or not. For example, if you watch a movie, if your friend asks a story about the movie, will you explain it or not? Your friend asks a movie. For example, I am asking a question, guys. Can anyone say what is the story of Tribula with 1 or 2 words or 1 or 2 minutes? Anyone? The story of Tribula. Will you say? Hmm? Friends, freedom fighter. That's it. So, what is in your words? Either 1 or 2 words you are conveying. That is nothing but you have communication skills, guys. But you need to explore it in English vocabulary, that to domain vocabulary that I will share. Okay. If you have this, minimum 50% job guarantee, guys. 50% weightage. Okay. Then, so flowcharts, or we call it as wireframes. We need to make this, or markups. So if you know about this, there is a weightage of another 20% in your job. Okay. But what is this flowchart, wireframes, markups? So for this, what you need to know? Drag and drop. That's it. All tools are based on drag and drop only. All of you know about Paint, guys. Paint or PPT. Similar to that. Okay. I'll show you once flowchart, guys. See here, this is one flowchart. What it represent? So employee onboarding process flow. First, it will start from start of the program. Here, they are conducting one orientation session. After that, paperwork. That means 2 years bond, 3 years bond, or your certificate, so and so. Then set up workspace where he need to set what is his login credentials, ID, password, ID card, scanning time, and visiting time, everything they will mention. After that, there is a question mark. Training is required or not. So here they will go with 2 parts. If training is not required, directly we will end the process. That means he is an experienced candidate. So training is not required. Directly we will end. For example, he is a fresher. Training is required for him. We need to provide training. For that, we need to assign one mentor. Then we will end the process. Is it hard to make this type of flow charts, guys? But don't need to use pen and paper, and don't use paint to build like this. The days are gone. So there are some tools, all are drag and drop. What you need, oval shape, rectangle shape, arrow marks, or this type of rhombus, diamond symbol, whatever you want. All will be available, just you can drag from the source. Okay, this type of flowcharts you need to make. Okay, and always not this much simple. Sometimes we need to set the timer also, 2 minutes, 5 minutes timer. For example, people need to get OTP. So if, for example, your OTP is expired, you want to add a recent OTP. Will it come immediately, or it will display a timer after 30 seconds, after 1 minute timer? So that type of timers also developers never build directly. As a BA, we need to suggest where the timer need to fix. How much time we need to fix? Everything will be given by BA, then developers will build accordingly. Okay. So this type of flowcharts we need to build. So for that, drag and drop tools. So what are the tools required to complete this flowcharts? One is Lucid Charts, or we have Microsoft Visio. MS Visio is a tool, Microsoft Visio, or Draw.io, so on so tools. Okay, any tool you can use, but we'll discuss about that completely, how to use and everything. Okay, after completion of flowcharts also, we need to know about documentation part. So what is this documentation part? So what developers need to do, we need to define, right? But you can't orally discuss them. They can't remember everything. So you need to make one documentation part. So I will give you an example project. Let's consider e-commerce platform, guys. E-commerce website I need to build. So who need? Mr. Kumar, let's say, need an e-commerce platform. So he directly went to a company. He can meet a CEO of Wipro or CEO of Cognizant company, guys. No, directly, superheads will never meet the person directly. So this Mr. Kumar will first meet who? An IT company. The IT company will assign one BA first. So one BA will assign by what? Company. Okay. So Mr. Kumar did an e-commerce website. What he will do? He visit an XYZ IT company. So what they do? IT company will assign BA. Okay, here your work will start, guys. So any project who is going to start? Business analyst. So what business analyst do? Here we are the persons called business analyst. We involve by discussing with client Mr. Kumar. There is an interaction between two persons. Okay, the interaction between happen. So what we need to discuss? See, BA and Kumar need a meeting. So for example, what he said, e-commerce website requirements. So this is our first part. What is that? Requirement gathering. Okay. Requirements. What are the requirements we have? So for example, I'll give few examples. What are the websites? If you see e-commerce website, what is client expectation? If you are the owner of e-commerce website, you need to start. What will you need in that website? What are the options required in website? Just tell me any options. You may see about Flipkart, Amazon, Myntra, so on. So product listing, very good. Products list. Then search bar, very good. Add to cart. FAQs, or maybe a rate review and rating. But before that, they need one login page, registration page, or call it as a sign in and sign up. Sign in is nothing but login only, sign up page. Yes, Vijay, good. Offers required. Any offers, and one option for payment page. So multiple options. So out of all this, in a real time, there will be another extra also, but just we are going with few because we are not building the project that we will do in the last step. So present we are discussing these are the options. Okay, this the first part is enough guys, requirement gathering. But second part, in each page, what are the options required? That is a requirement elicitation with the elicitation. So what was required in that product? Each option, how many things are there? For example, I will take only few. Let's say payment page. In payment page, what are the options required, guys? They may go with credit card or they may go with a debit card. They may go with UPI or they may pay QR or maybe cash on delivery also. Net banking, PayPal, so on so options. Let's go with few. Next. If you need a login page, what are the options required in login page guys, in general life? Hmm. Mobile and
Name
password.
and
Yeah. Mobile number and password. Or there are a few other options also if you see in login page. Yeah. Mail ID and password.
name of the customer.
Login page name or call it as username. Username and password combination. Or there is one more option in few websites. Mobile number or email ID with OTP also. OTP. If you forgot
Address
password.
of the customer.
Sorry?
Address. Address.
No, no, only login I am saying, not registration page.
Okay, okay.
Only at the
Okay,
time.
sir.
If you observe Amazon, even it doesn't ask password also. If you enter mobile number, every time they will send one OTP. If you enter OTP, it will log in. So multiple options according to client priority. Anyway, they can choose. But client doesn't have all this idea. They said only user ID and password. But as a BA, what we need to do? What is the other competitors' website in e-commerce platform? What options are there? We need to suggest. So these options make your website more friendly. So we will suggest. Out of that, for example, client said, okay, mobile number and password, mobile number and OTP is fine for him. Then we go with two. But as a BA, we need to suggest multiple options to our client. Okay. So how you need to get your that options? Just go and research competitors' websites. So any website, any plan they have, competitors are always available, guys. Go and check. Still, if there is no competitor, you are the first time launching that type of application or website. You can do research and you can figure it out few options. Then BA will filter from that. A senior BA may filter or your client may filter. So like this, we need to go. And for each option, we need to create process flows. For example, credit card. If you choose credit card here, what are the steps we need to follow? So first, credit card number, we need to verify. If he entered credit card number, CVV, expiry date correctly. After that, what is the next step? Next, he need to check bank account balance or credit card means the company or the bank ready to give the amount or not. For example, your credit card limit is 50,000. You are going for 2 lakhs transaction. Is it possible? No. You're doing the other work, right? Okay. So actually, I'm saying if your credit card amount remaining is 50,000 only, but you are doing a transaction of 2 lakhs. Is it allow the transaction? No, definitely it will not allow. How can we know? Because bank account need to verify first. Does he have that amount or not? Then we need to go for next step. If it is available, then we need to cross verify with OTP. If this OTP is matched, then only we need to get a confirmation message from bank. Amount is settled or not. Okay. Then we need to go for next page. Call it as what? Delivery option. If payment is done, next page is delivery. So like this process flows we need to create, guys. Okay. For example, here OTP is failed. Our bank, he doesn't have balance. What we need to do? Again, we need to return the same page because he may choose another option. Or we need to exit from the web page. Which is the correct option we need to mention. Then developers build according. So developers directly doesn't have any choice to take by their own. So whatever doubts they have, whatever the steps they need to follow, always depend on business analyst only. Whatever the documentation we made and whatever the flowcharts we created, based on that only developers will work. So that's why BA is very much important in the project. Yeah, that is also correct, Vijay. If the balance is not enough anything, they make it error message. Okay, so like this, what are the sub options each page? What are the flows, including all? We need to build it, guys. Okay, so and so. After this is done, this requirement part, we need to make what? Documentation. Third step is what? Documentation. Here, this documentation, what will come? This document part I told you, right? Documentation. This will involve now in the project. See, if you go for this documentation, what we need to do, there are three varieties, guys, generally. BRD, FRD, SRS. Okay. Or use cases and user stories also will go. So what is this three parts first? This documentation, BRD in the sense, business requirement documentation. FRD, functional requirement. SRS, system requirement specifications. So these are the three parts are important for business analyst, because if you make this documentation, then we need to share it to developers. Okay. So if you open any business analyst documentation, any job description also, guys, these words are mandatory, they will mention. Three are having different formats. Even my experience, what are the formats I am using also, I will share for my students. You can use same, or if you want to create by own, how to create everything, I'll guide you on that part. Okay. Next, user stories. Generally, user stories will be work on agile methodology. Okay. Project may be going multiple variations, guys. If you have an idea, project methods, we call it as SDLC. This is what? Software development lifecycle. Even this is also we discuss. What is SDLC? What are the parts included in that? What is we discuss? We will discuss, Vijay, because it is not a small part. There are a lot of things involved in that. We will discuss. So in a simple words, I will tell you here, business requirement means just a movie trailer. Overview we will discuss. Okay. Only high level. High level part. What are the requirements? See, here what we discussed. E-commerce, what are the pages? This is called as BRD, simple, high level. Each and every part we go in deep. So that BRD will break it into two parts. What is that? FRD and SRS. These two are detailed level. Detailed. Here, this is also detailed, but this is related to system. System requirements. Like security of your website. What is the speed of the page? How much it load? Or concurrent users. How many users can work your website at a time? For example, 1,000 people can work at a time, or 5,000 people. Even sometimes PhonePe, GPay will crash. Amount server busy, so and so amount is not able to pay because high number of users. They sent an SRS at the time of making a project or app. They said, for example, 5,000 is the limit. So 5,000 transactions at a time it will do in a single second. But if there are more than 5,000 transactions will happen, how can it will be complete? No, there is a server issue. So this all will be a part of SRS. Okay, only related to system. Is it clear, Vijay, now? But in detail, only this documentation part we need to discuss 2 to 3 days, guys. Lot of time we need to discuss. Okay. Okay, Vijay. Now, so every software project going with different methodologies, guys. What are the most possible methods? Most common methodologies in SDLC are call it as what? Waterfall or Agile. These two are very common, guys. Or sometimes they will go for hybrid. Or very rare case they may go for safe Agile. So along with SDLC and these four methodologies also we will discuss. Okay. Here, what is the most another important part for us? Sprint and Scrum. This also we need to know. As a IT person, we need to know about what is Sprint, what is Scrum, how they will schedule, what is your work in that part. How BA will involve in this part also we need to discuss. That's why I'm involving this also in your part of syllabus. Without this, you can't run perfectly, guys. Okay, along with BA concepts. So where BA will involve on each and every place also we need to discuss. Okay. Clear? Now, after documentation and in SDLC also you need to do. Here, we need to create what? Flowcharts, or we call it as what? Wireframes or markups or UML diagrams. Anything they may call, guys, all we can prepare. Here also, what are the tools we need to use here? Just now we discussed. Multiple tools are useful for you. But that is Lucid Charts, Draw.io, or Microsoft Visio, or Pencil, so on. These are the tools will useful to make this type of visualizations. And documentation part, here also some tools are required, guys. So general documentation, MS Word we know. Yes, people will use MS Word or Google Docs or Confluence. So any of these tools they will use to make documentation in your own style. Flowcharts. And people need to know about SDLC. So if you prepare till this part, so making from requirement elicitation, requirement gathering, documentation, and flowchart making, 80% of BA work is done. What is that? 80% of BA work is done. Yes, Vijay, any one is sufficient, all are similar. Okay. But what is the next part is required? So then developers will involve. So we need to share documents along with these diagrams, flowcharts, processing, mapping tools, so and so, to developers. So here developers will start doing their work to build a project. So we no need to involve anything. If they have any confirmation, for example, credit card so and so option, how to use. If they have any doubt, you need to guide them. Doubts means not about coding part, guys. They never ask you what is Java syntax, what is Python syntax. You don't need to involve anything. The options, how we need to process, which after the other. That too, you need to make documentation clearly. Still they have any doubt, we need to guide them. If this is also done, then testing team will test the project. Testing team will test the project. If that is also done, testing team also done, then BA need to participate. As a BA, need to UAT testing. This is an important expected for interview, but it is very small. Okay. Yeah, Vijay, testing is mandatory, but you no need to do anything. Testing team will do. For example, you build a program, you write an exam. So teachers will correct that question paper answer sheet, right? By how you write, they need to clarify. So how developers build, is it working fine or not? Who will test? Testing team will test. Okay. If they are not doing well, how can we know the software is working properly or not? So even testing team did, but BA need to participate UAT. UAT means what? User acceptance test. User acceptance test. So if we share it to common users, will they accept or not? We need to get a clarity. For example, they build a software called as WhatsApp. Every option is working or not. So one-to-one message, voice call, video call, status option, broadcast option, or multiple people, you need to send message at a time. Every option we need to check whether it is working or not. That means no need to, a single person as a BA need to test. So developers, testers all will involve in a meeting. So they will explain everything, how the each option is working. If you have any question by your own, you can ask them, they will explain. Okay. If you said, okay, UAT is correct. If UAT is passed by BA, then they will share it to client. Okay. So client never trusts developers and testers. Client will test whom? BA. So after developers build, after testing team successfully test the project, still they will wait for BA confirmation. Once BA is also okay, he said participate UAT and UAT is correct. So the program is running well. Then they will share it to developers. After that. So client will receive a message or need to send a message to client. We share it to client. If he also test and he said okay, then we deploy the project. Last step. Deploy the project means it will come into existence. Every common users can use, and if it is an app, we can download it from our Play Store, anything. Okay, now? So this is major part of BM. If you go, I'll give you a percentage also. Yeah, we check. So this requirement gathering, your weightage is around 20%. Then requirement elicitation, filtering part, order of priority, 20. So this documentation, 10%. Flowcharts, markups, all 10%. So 60% is over. So if you know about UAT, this is 10%. 70% only, right? So requirement elicitation 20, requirement gathering 20, 40, documentation 10, flowchart 10, 60, UAT 10, 70. So if you know about SDLC correctly also, let's say 10%. 80% is 10, guys. Then what is remaining 20% of BA work? So this 80% generally will do. So these are not given by some of the companies, guys. My practical experience, I'm just giving a number. If you know all this, okay. But nowadays, company expectation is what? Analysis tools. There are two major analysis tools we need to know. Sometimes we need to find the data and we need to do analysis. For example, all of you know about KFC, guys, in Hyderabad or anywhere. What is the best day to enjoy your meal in KFC with budget friendly? Weekdays? Till any other suggestions? Being a vegetarian, I know about the day. Maybe who like non-veg lovers are there? No. Anyone here? Best day to enjoy your meal with budget friendly. Wednesday, very good. So why Wednesday they choose, guys? Because they analyze the data. Okay. Sometimes what is the decisions we need to take like this by understanding the data. So Saturday and Sunday, any day, it's a weekend. People will come and enjoy their meal. No doubt. So, but after that, Monday, Tuesday, people will not come because Saturday and Sunday. And Thursday, Friday, immediately weekend is there. Monday, Tuesday, after immediate weekend. That's why they didn't prefer. What is the midday? Midday is Wednesday. In a week, exactly middle day is Wednesday. That's why they choose Wednesday. And from past 7-8 years also, it is running successfully. That's why Wednesday is the best day. Good widget. They will prefer Wednesday. So how can we know? They need to analyze data. So there are data maintained in two tools, guys, generally Excel or SQL. So this is 30% of information. Okay. So why this is having a weightage? Because if the data also no need to depend on Excel persons SQL's experts. So if people always depend on some others, definitely have second priority. If you add these two in your resume, definitely your value will be high. Definitely your value will be high. Your resume have high weightage. So what you require here? Basic formulas, advanced formulas, conditional formatting, date and time related functions, pivot tables, some other parts. These are more than enough, guys. So in SQL also, you don't want to become SQL developer by spending 2-3 months course on SQL. So SQL, so basic queries, joins, subqueries, CTEs, window functions, group by and aggregations. These are more than enough. So that's why in my curriculum, especially, I will add both. That's why along with our core BA and process rules, everything, I will add this and I will teach you. So that's why my students are successfully completing their career, guys. They entered into the career, they are doing well. Okay. So this all, if you know, you can easily survive, guys, no doubt. Now tell me, is there any place to use a word called coding? No coding at all. So who is a business analytics? You have an idea? Who will recruit BA? Every company, guys, because multiple domains are there. No need to wait for a single IT company. So IT, EdTech, healthcare, retail, banking, e-commerce platform, anywhere you can go. So what is the right path to become a successful BA? We need to learn all the concepts what we discuss now. So what are the skills required also we discussed? Who are eligible? So there is no percentage criteria, no previous experience. Anyone, guys, here itself I will write. So any graduate or postgraduate are eligible. So having career gap, no problem. Switch non-IT to IT. Who want to switch from non-IT to IT? Yes, they are also eligible. No problem. No percentage criteria. No, Vijay, there is no age limit. But hardly 70-80 years people want to join. The company may not prefer. It may be depend on it. But still 40-50 years of age, they are eligible. But in a generic meaning, I am telling you. Okay. Now I told you, will AI replace BA role? This will also I strongly give you a proof. How? The proof will give you. Just have a look, guys. I'll navigate it to Chrome. Even here, I'll open directly incognito only. I'll open ChatGPT without login. Anything I will prove, guys. You people also can search same in your system. You will get same answer. See. Even people have another confusion that also I will clarify here. Will AI replace business analyst role completely in near future? I am asking future only, not present. In future also. See, it's very unlikely AI will completely replace BA in the near future, but AI will significantly change how the role will work. That's it, guys. See, what AI can do for a business analyst. Automate data processing, reports, requirement, documentation, it will prepare, analysis and prediction, speed up communication and documents. What AI will struggle? See, still AI will struggle based on what? Understanding deeper business concepts. Yes, it can't do. Navigate ambiguity and change. Human relationships, because you need to discuss with multiple people. It can't do. So ethical, legal, and domain-specific nonsense, nothing. So how BA role is likely to evolve? Strategic decision support, domain expertise and governance, high-level problem framing, AI augmented workflow design. It may change. See, realistic future scenario, routine reporting, manual. In next 3 to 7 years, most AI augmented. So today, present we are doing manual. It may replace in 3 to 7 years that to routine reporting. That means using Excel SQL will be reduced. Requirement elicitation, human, but AI may assist with you. Observe the word carefully, guys. Not AI replace, AI will assist. Complex stakeholder negotiation, present human. In after 3 to 7 years, also who will work? Still human only. Strategic recommendation, present also human plus AI, future also human plus advanced AI. So BA headcount stable, present stable only, may shift to more senior and strategic roles. Still they are mentioning what? Shift to more senior strategic roles, extra roles only, not reducing roles. See, bottom line, AI will not replace business analytics entirely in the near future. It will replace parts of the job that are routine, repetitive, or data heavy only. So remaining work, no need to worry. Even I will give you what are the most demanding jobs also. So out of business analyst, so people have a doubt about a data analyst or Java programmer or Python programmer, anything. What will be the best choice? Will not affect by AI in future. Not near future also, I'm asking future. Give me rank. So see, first rank is what, guys, here? Business analyst. A realistic ranking for the next 5 to 10 years. So why ranked? Heavy focus on what? Human interactions and stakeholder management. Requires negotiation and ambiguity. So and so region you can read. So AI, the first place will not affect by AI. Second role, data analyst. AI can automate what? Data cleaning, visualization, basic insight, just like Excel or this one, SQL, what we are doing. Third rank for Java program. So it is a high risk areas. Okay. Final ranking leads to most affected by AI. So least affected by, and maximum it will not affect. Very, very least affect. Business analyst, then data analyst, Java programmer, most automation pressure. So Java programmer will may replace at any time. So move towards strategy AI. That's why where AI will useful for business analyst, I will include in my curriculum, guys. I'll include in my curriculum where AI will really useful for us. Okay, now? So course details also I will mention here. Class duration, 1 hour per day. Batch duration, 2 to 2.5 months, guys. It may extend 1 to 2 weeks extra. Don't worry. 2 to 2.5 months. And what are the other benefits you will get also, I'll tell you. For that start date, we are going to start next Thursday. Next Thursday is approximately 26, I guess. Yes, 26. We'll start the batch. And any doubts related to this also, I'll give you a mobile number and mail ID also, guys. Directly, you can ping me. No problem. So any doubts related to this? So trainer name, that is my name, I am directly mentioning here. Trainer mail ID also, I am sharing my mail ID. So I'll give you one phone number also. So 8125000470. By mistake వచ్చింది. Okay, so Miss Swati, so she will guide you if you have any doubts related to this. So remaining details also they will post along with this notepad and course content, everything you will receive within 30-40 minutes, guys. Within 30 minutes mostly you will receive it to your email IDs. Okay. Vamshik, career will start from BA as a junior BA, guys. Junior BA, senior BA, lead BA, then business architect work. You can reach your designation based on your experience levels. Okay. Any other questions, guys, you people can ask, even I'll stop recording.